Welcome, friends near and far. We're delighted that you've joined us today for UCU and You, Teach, Volunteer, and Learn at Ukrainian Catholic University. My name is Inya Shehadeh, and I'm part of the amazing UCU Foundation team led by Aneta Hauka, our CEO, and we are based here in the United States. We are a 4-star charity navigator rated 501c3 organization. And our mission is very simple: to raise private funds and friends for Ukrainian Catholic University. We have supporters from every state in the United States, individual donors, foundations, and corporations who've joined us to care for UCU and its growth. And I'm delighted to welcome you all here. We have individuals from as far as Uzbekistan and Poland, all of the EU, United States, Canada, Ireland, and I'm sure more. So welcome, welcome, no matter what time zone you're in. We're delighted you're here. For those of you who might be learning about Ukrainian Catholic University for the first time, UCU is the leading independent university in Ukraine, located in the beautiful city of Lviv. Its law school, business school, and applied sciences program all rank #1 in the entire country of Ukraine. UCU educates and develops future leaders, and as you will see during this brief video, which we will show shortly, UCU is rooted in service. If there's one takeaway message that you glean from today's presentation, it's that UCU has intentionally embedded a service learning model into all aspects of its education. And as a result, volunteers like you play an important part for the university. And UCU welcomes you to become a part of this community. We're excited to share with you today the ways in which this is possible. So just a few quick housekeeping items. Our presenters will provide you with brief overviews about the programs we're presenting today. And we will open up the forum towards the end of the formal presentations for questions. We'll take as much time as we need for Q&A. And please feel free during this entire hour to pose your questions into the chat. And now we'll show a very brief video about UCU.
Education means something different to every one of us. It's a chance to grow, to solve problems, to invent, build, and excel. But here at Ukrainian Catholic University, academic achievement aligns with a deep purpose. As the first Catholic university on post-Soviet territory and the leading independent university in Ukraine, their mission never wavers. In every academic program, students are taught a core idea: to empathize with those in need and take responsibility to improve the human condition. And UCU education is rooted in service. Their students learn to serve others, to take their education to the world. So when the world came to them, they were ready. Undaunted, they volunteered. They provided refuge, supplies, and healing. They served their fellow citizens. They served their country. And remarkably, they never stopped learning. In between air raids, in basements, and in many service learning models, they continued to bring their lessons to the places where they could learn the most, and to places that needed it most. They understood that not if, but when the war is over, educated, ethical, and passionate individuals will be a leading force in rebuilding Ukraine. Because of what UCU does here, they will be ready. Witness, serve, communicate. Learn more and donate at ucufoundation.org.
That video makes me smile every time I've watched it, especially that ending of all the students you see saying "Дякуємо," which is thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, thank you for being here. That video really highlights the deep purpose that UCU students, faculty, and the entire community at UCU lives and breathes each and every day. Now we will hear from representatives from the English Summer School, also known as ESS, and the School of Ukrainian Language, also known as SOUL, at UCU. And just a reminder, please use the chat feature during their presentations or at any point with any questions. We might not, if there are particular questions, I do see there is one, there might be some that we will address offline. And it is now my great and deep honor and pleasure to introduce Halina Kuruchka, who is the director of the Center for Foreign Modern Languages at UCU. Halina will provide an overview about UCU's programs. Halina's entire family is deeply engaged with UCU, with 3 children having studied there, the 4th making plans to do so. And Halina's husband, Andriy, whom I have the pleasure of working with, serves as the director of UCU's development department in Ukraine. So you can truly say they're a full-fledged UCU family, and we're just delighted to have you here, Halina. So vitayu and welcome.
Thank you, Ina, for this wonderful presentation. Dear all, I would like to sincerely thank you for being here with us today and your willingness to hear what we have to share with you. So your presence means a great deal. In times like these, solidarity is not just a word. It just becomes something we truly feel through people like you. I'm really happy to share a few words about our summer schools and student life at the Ukrainian Catholic University. Our summer schools are much more than academic programs, and I know that many of you who've been here so can, agree with me and witness this. Our summer schools are spaces where people meet, talk, question, and learn from each other. We bring together students and scholars from different countries and backgrounds. And what happens, there is not only intellectual exchange, but also genuine human connection. And we value this a lot. Especially now, in the context of war, these encounters matter deeply. They remind us that we are not isolated. We are part of a wider academic and human community. Student life at UCU is very active and meaningful. Our students are serious, they study seriously, but they also volunteer, support their communities, organize initiatives, help soldiers and veterans. They donate and collect donations, and they are engaged in many international projects. Many of them combine academic work with real civic responsibility. You can feel that being a student here is not just about earning a degree, it's about growing as a person and contributing to a society. What makes UCU special? Its atmosphere of trust, openness, and shared values. There is a really strong sense of community, and we truly cherish this. And again, those who visited UCU can truly share that with others and witness that. I would also warmly invite you to take part in our ESS and other schools, other initiatives. Your experience, perspectives, and involvement make a real difference. We would be very happy to work together and welcome you again. And those who are new, we will welcome you here, not only as guests, but as active participants in our programs. Thank you very much for your interest, and thank you very much for standing with us.
Thank you, Halina. As you heard, perseverance, embracing change, adaptability, service are key themes and are really a part of the fabric of Ukrainian Catholic University. And the ESS program has certainly left its mark on hundreds now of students and volunteers. And its circle just continues to grow and grow. So just a reminder, please use the chat to ask any questions. And now it is my honor to introduce Tetiana Basyuk, Academic Director of the English Summer School. And Tetiana firmly believes that educated young people are the bright future of Ukraine. And that's a quote of yours, Tetiana. And please now welcome Tetiana to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ines. Thank you very much, Helena. Dear friends, it's a great honor to be with you here today and to share the information about English Summer School. And I have recognized not one familiar face here, so it's great joy to see you friends here. And in a moment, I will share the presentation with you to give you the I guess general outline of the school, because there are a lot of details, and we are ready today here with my friend, my colleague Olenka Hrushchak to answer your questions at the end of the presentations. So friends, and to be honest, we have gone through a lot of things. COVID, when English Summer School went online, when the full-scale invasion started, also we were online, and thanks to your support, we managed to do everything, and now we have been working like offline again. So give me a moment, and I will share the presentation with you. Okay. Okay, friends. So here on the first slide, you can see the dates of our school. So this time it will be in June. So the duration of the school is 2 weeks. And of course, we have the orientation session, which is 2 days. The orientation session is very important because this is the time for team building, for sharing experience, for getting to know each other. It's when our returning teachers share their already gained knowledge from the previous years, and we work with the curriculum. We work with we introduce actually what students we have, what majors we work with. So it's really, we encourage those people who will be participating to arrive a little bit earlier and to participate in the orientation session. And when participating, you really benefit a lot from this event. So friends, as you can see, the school has been run since 1994, and I guess thousands of students has already participated. If I'm not mistaken, the first school was just with a couple of students and a couple of teachers, and now it's honor for us to welcome almost 25 volunteer teachers and up to 150 students. It takes place in a beautiful forestry area, Bruchovachi, which is 10 kilometers from Lviv. It's kind of a retreat center with all the facilities. So we do all our best to provide the comfortable stay for all of us. Friends, the aims of our school. First of all, is to create this immersive English-speaking environment for the students. Some of them may have this, psychological barrier of speaking English. So the school is a great opportunity to boost and to overcome the fear of speaking and to boost our speaking skills of our students. So we do a lot of things, and the day is quite intensive. In the moment, I will share with you our daily schedule. And I would like to say that we have volunteer teachers from different walks of life. And they come here not only to teach, but to share their life experience. And speaking English is a must. And we encourage students to do this. And also, we have such an interesting activity that if a student caught speaking Ukrainian, the student is awarded with the inspiration card, which is a kind of a yellow card. We do not call it penalty, but it's inspiration. And the students also have a chance to show their hidden talents, especially at the end of the day. So it's a good push for our students to speak only English. Friends, So here you can see the persuasive, I would say, looks of how you can be encouraged to speak English. It's our former English teachers, and we have a really good team. That team that does its best to make the school happen. And to be honest, before school, we worked really 24/7. So as you can see, we have like up to like 25, 27 volunteer teachers, 150 undergraduate students. The level of their English is A2, like from elementary to intermediate. We do have students with like upper intermediate and advanced levels, but they do not participate in the school since they are, I would say, quite fluent in English. That is why for the students with higher level of English, we offer different other options like other summer school, like Italian, German, French, Spanish summer schools, and also other possibilities like summer courses in different countries. We also have mentors. You are not left alone. We have a group of really dedicated and diligent students who have already participated in our school. And each mentor is assigned to a teacher. And the person is really a great help. So people like it's a kind of a bridge between us, Ukrainian team, and our teachers. As you can see, friends, the schedule is quite intensive. We have classes, we may have some slight changes, sometimes we change. So, for example, here you can see 3 classes, but we have already changed into 2 classes. We have regular classes. We also have electives, as you can see. So like during the just regular classes, students meet with with the teachers. They discuss different topics depending on what the teacher wants to discuss with them. They sometimes may have some grammar discussion if the teacher notices that the student makes some common mistakes, so it helps to boost grammar skills. Also electives, very briefly, we encourage our teachers to offer some extra course since we have them from different walks of life. Yes, firefighters, lawyers, professional teachers, and sometimes politicians. So they offer extra course to expand the horizons of our students on various topics. We always try to make the program entertain, and so we entertaining, and we invite guest speakers, and of course we cannot do without evening activities, which is a lot of fun, where we sing, dance, and do all possible to be entertained at the end of the day. So here you can see classes. Our classes take place not only inside. If the weather permits, we can have classes outside. We have a couple of gazebos. So we, as you can see, like do a lot of different activities. Friends, we have our good friend, Father Michael Kasicki, who has been with us already for the 3rd time. And religious component is essential component of our school. Our students have 3 times a week, they have such a session which is called spiritual growth session, where they have a chance to ask various questions to Father, sometimes quite challenging and controversial questions, and Father Michael is there to answer. So they sometimes have debates on some issues. And every day in the morning we have a liturgy in our chapel. So those people who want to come and like to be at the liturgy, they have such a chance. We also have a group of seminarians, which is a great help. The golden voices of our English summer school. And as you can see, they help and serve Father during the liturgy. There are, as I have already mentioned, a lot of evening activities, and thanks to our mentors, they are very active in this. We have a lot of fun, sometimes discos, sometimes different performances of our students, and our students can share their musical talents and so on. And so again, here you can see what we do during our evenings at ESS. Friends, I guess you may have a lot of questions regarding English summer school, and it would be our pleasure to answer your questions. And here you can see my email, and if you have any questions, please let me know, and it would be my pleasure to answer your questions. And I would like to ask Volodya also to share with you a short video about our English summer schools, not only English but other languages. It's a habit, English summer school, English summer school. So Volodya, you can, I will stop sharing.
They seem like really wonderful students. I mean, luckily as a kind of instructor at my home university in America, I have lots of great students too, but here they're also really good, really open-minded, very intelligent, very open to sharing ideas and experiences. I'm quite impressed.
It's a very well-organized program. I think it's a nice balance for the students of just fun activities, but also learning a lot of new vocabulary for English speakers and just getting the chance to exercise their English and speak it.
Me motiva estar cerca del pueblo ucraniano, de poder dar apoyo dentro de mis posibilidades. Estoy casado con Ksenia, que es hija de ucranianos, y tengo un cariño especial por todo el pueblo ucraniano.
Мотивує факт, що молоді люди є майбутнє України і треба їм допомагати як найпростіше вийти в Європу. Хочеш крикнути, до в чому я винна, тебе кидай, розуміючи маком.
Last Friday we had a bonfire and a lot of the students gathered around the bonfire, sang songs, played some camp games that were new to me, and I was really amazed, honestly, at how many traditional Ukrainian songs the students knew.
Usually you have a mixture of students, levels. Here it seems that all the students are very eager, motivated, and that's encouraging, and I think for the future of Ukraine it's good.
I think the most important value that I feel here and Ukraine in general is like earnestness and being genuine and everything. I feel that's different than where much of the world has gone, and I feel that there's more of and even respect for, the human life, and I think advancement of knowledge and freedom here than I might see in other parts of the world too, that may take it for granted.
Jesus Christ, risen Lord, those who come to you will not thirst.
Наші студенти дуже масово цього року, я навіть не знаю, що це вплинуло, йшли до сповіді. Отець плакав, він прийшов і плакав. Він каже, це є найщасливіше місце для мене, де я хочу бути.
I'm feeling like there is no better place for me to be in my life than here at this moment. This year, we're not experiencing the blackouts. And if someone were to come here and just walk around, they wouldn't notice things at first. But it's in the private conversations when people open up and talk about their histories, their fears, their nightmares, or you see the tears in their eyes that you realize what's happening to them beneath the surface.
I wish more people in the United States knew about UCU, knew about the university, and were more aware of ways that they could support education here.
Thank you. Sorry, go ahead, Tatiana.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I would like to jump in with one more sentence, please. I know we're a little bit short of time, but friends, also, I would like to say that we are very honored that we have had already for the second time in July the summer school for cadets. A group of students from the military academy from Odessa who arrive at Ukrainian Catholic University to participate in English summer school. It's a different English summer school, but to be honest, we have found out from their feedback that it's a great inspiration for them to participate and it really, they were encouraged to speak English. So we are privileged to welcome these young men in our university.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, Tatiana. Boy, it's so inspiring. The video really gives a very lovely overview of what it's like physically to be there on campus. Well, off the campus exactly, but still in the vibe of UCU. And if you're looking for more purpose, more meaning, more joy, take the chance and look into this further and consider coming to UCU. And I do see there's a question about safety. We will address that. I'm sure Helena will talk about that a little bit. Our CEO, Aneta, who I know is on this video, can also speak to that as well. She just returned from Ukraine, but it is something we will leave some time for to talk about because it is an important question. And now I would like to introduce Nazar Danilkiu, Kristina Popovich, and Alex Hladyo, who will talk about the SOUL program. Nazar is the director of the School of Ukrainian Language and Culture at UCU. Christine Popovich received her doctorate in pedagogical sciences and is now head of projects and programs at SOUL. And Alex is a former student, actually, and we'll talk a little bit about that, of the SOUL summer program, and currently the PR manager of SOUL, or the School of Ukrainian Language and Culture, and one of the instructors at the Center for Modern Foreign Languages at UCU. And I see the trifecta there. You're all together. And so we're very excited and delighted to welcome you and to speak a little bit more about the School of Ukrainian Language.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Inya, for presenting us. Friends, nice to meet you all today. Today, me and my colleagues would like to present to you our School of Ukrainian Language and Culture at Ukrainian Catholic University, which offers for international students the activities connecting with the Ukrainian language. So our team is experienced and highly qualified, including teachers of the Ukrainian language and staff who are dedicated to providing the best learning experience to all who participate in our programs. Founded in 2002, our school is one of the most prestigious institutions of Ukrainian language and culture programs for foreigners in the country. We offer not only Ukrainian language courses, but also provide students with the opportunity to immerse themselves in the culture, history, and traditions of Ukraine. On this slide, you will see a list of programs organized by our school, and online programs include the individual courses and courses for groups. On-campus programs are divided into 5 types. Individual Ukrainian language course, Then we are offering the Ukrainian language course for specific purposes. This course is preferred by diplomats and benefactors of UCU, especially from English-speaking countries. Group summer course, including 2 sessions we are having in June and July. Spring-fall semester, May and October courses, and study tours, which is the short-term study courses to universities and other groups visiting Ukraine. This slide presents the number of students on the programs and contact hours. So you may see it on the slide. And it's significant also to note that students may earn also the ECTS credits after joining our group courses online or on campus. All of our classes are taught following Yabloko textbooks written by a team of educators at our school. Here, you may also have a look at the number of the books sold. The next slide shows the total number of our students who have participated in the school programs since its founding. Students are presented by over 35 countries, mostly including those from the United States, Canada, Australia, Great Britain, and other European countries. On the next slide, you can see detailed information about the program we will be organizing for the first time. This is a Ukrainian language learning program in Poland. Due to the full-scale Russian invasion, we are hosting the program in Poland, as traveling to this country may be more convenient for some students whose universities do not grant official permission to travel to Ukraine. Dates for 2026 spring program in Poland you may see on the screen. The Ukrainian Spring Program in Poland is a unique combination of academics and culture immersion. The program takes place in the hotel complex in the Carpathian Mountains in Poland. Each day, students will attend Ukrainian language classes as well as participate in the daily planned activities such as cultural workshops or lectures on Ukrainian culture or history.
And now on to the meat of our department are the programs that we offer every year. And so at the top, you'll see our summer program, which is our largest and most popular program that we run. Every year, we host approximately 100 students from 10 plus or minus countries around the globe, and we bring them all to Lviv. And out of the 3 programs that you see on this slide, being summer, fall, and spring, they run in 3-week-long segments, with the summer program taking up 2 3-week sessions to make a total of 6 weeks. And they also include, just like the Polish program, they include everyday classes on the Ukrainian language, as well as one-on-one daily tutoring, and a variety of the same cultural activities, ranging from workshops, lectures from distinguished UCU professors on topics such as history, Ukrainian culture, the Ukrainian political situation. And then you can also expect city tours and excursions to museums and various sites outside of the city as well. We also offer individual lessons on campus that run throughout the year. And specifically, you'll see right here, Ukrainian for individual and specific purposes, as Christina mentioned a little earlier. We offer this primarily for professionals and volunteers who really want to focus in on some industry-specific language or anything as they start to do business, perhaps with Ukrainian companies, or they've recently moved to Ukraine. But other than that, individual courses are tailored. You're matched up with one of our students, our philology students, who will help to tutor you, and we all work out of the Yabloko textbook that the university prints. Now, while the 2020 pandemic did require us to halt in-person programs for a couple of years, it gave us one big boon, and that is online schooling. Because these opportunities for individual lessons are not locked to the campuses, you can participate from anywhere in the world. And one more fantastic opportunity that we have is an online virtual Ukrainian semester, where you and other students that sign up for the course will meet for classes twice a week for our entire school semester, the full 15 weeks. And here you'll see the dates laid out for all of these programs that we mentioned. Summer, as you can see, is 6 weeks long, and we have an online program that runs concurrently to the in-person one. Fall and spring programs in Lviv run from about the start of October and May, respectively. And of course, our spring in Poland is running on a similar time frame, with fall and spring online semesters taking the full 15 weeks of the school calendar from September to December and February to mid-May. And this is the school's textbook that you've been hearing so much about. Yabloko, every order of this textbook will contain a textbook and a student workbook for the student to work out of. And you'll notice that Yabloko Beginner is marketed for students of the A2 level. And this is for the reason that the book is primarily written in Ukrainian to really assist with student immersion. But we're happy to announce right now that in print is one more level of the Yabloko book that comes before beginner. And we've called this the proficiency level. And the proficiency level is the book's instructional content is now published in English to complete our cycle of academic materials from A1 level to a C1 level for students who can take the full process with us all the way to their mastery of Ukrainian.
Well, the above slides show the main projects organized by our school, and a few moments of your attention to additional services, emphasizing the Soul Talks, which is a series of interactive communicated online sessions for students who would like to practice their speaking skills and learn more about Ukraine and its culture. The meetings are held once a month on Zoom and are free of charge. ACTS credits we mentioned about, but still all of the on-campus and online group courses at our school can be credit-bearing once they are pre-approved. And the last one is a proficiency test, is a new project organized by our school in Canada, Great Britain, Germany, and in Ukraine. If you want an official verification of your Ukrainian language level, you may order this text.
And finally, we've made a little graphic for you right here to show you all of the wonderful things that you can expect from all of our programs here at the School of Ukrainian Language. And our core foundational beliefs that come under all of this is to foster a environment where you can be immersed in the language, where you can be supported as you learn the language, and create an environment where you're meeting like-minded people who also love Ukraine and want to support Ukraine. So thank you all very much for your attention.
Yeah, thank you. And the next we are moving to the video about the last summer program. Yes, we did the previous year, so I do hope you will enjoy it.
Це люди абсолютно відкриті на те, що ми тут пропонуємо. А ми пропонуємо не тільки інтенсивні уроки української мови, але також інтенсивну, насичену культурну програму з повним зануренням в те, як жили українці в минулому і що нас найбільше хвилює сьогодні. І це люди відкриті на те, щоб пізнавати Україну в її багатогранності.
I had the personal motivation to learn Ukraine after the full-scale invasion began. For me it was an act of solidarity, but also I wanted to be useful to Ukraine. And also it's important to speak about Ukraine. I also try to contribute to establishing Ukrainian studies as a subject in Norwegian universities. And in order to do that, I have to educate myself first.
Я народився у Тайвані. У Тайвані є проблеми, як в Україні протистояти проти агресорів.
I was always told to come back to Lviv. Lviv is more conducive for learning Ukrainian.
So I want to give the personal touch, inform them about the realities of both the war and about Ukrainian culture. I am both impressed by the incredible dedication and hospitality of the Ukrainian people, also their strength during these difficult times to teach, share whatever they have, continue their lives as best they can. Being here, learning about Ukraine is the best way for me to to learn about my future life.
Насамперед хочеться подякувати українцям за те, що ви боретеся за нашу і вашу свободу.
Любіть Україну, бо це дуже гарна країна, і тут люди дуже міцні.
Слава Україні!
Thank you so very much. What a wonderful opportunity to learn more about this program. And before I let you go, I would like Alex, who participated in Seoul, if you could maybe just give a few comments about your personal experience, what that was like for you as a student in the program.
Of course. Yes, so I first came to Lviv, actually. My first time in Ukraine was the summer of 2024 when I arrived here at UCU. And I signed up for the summer program for 1 month. And spending 4 weeks here, what I can really say is looking back on my Ukrainian learning journey, there is a clear before and after from the summer program. For sure, you spend hours a day with the language, with the classes, and it makes your head spin. It makes your head spin, but by the time you walk out of it, you feel like a changed person. 1 week in here, and you're already breathing the language and feeling more comfortable with it. And I would say that the staff only makes it that much better and easier. My teacher, I remember, was so supportive, and working here, I still see her on campus sometimes when I'm getting a coffee, and so I always have to give her a hug, and then we spend a couple minutes chatting. And I'm still close even with my tutors that I had here 2 years ago. They're now in their final year of university, and we keep in touch. We go out in the city sometimes. So the staff, the volunteers that you'll work with are all down to earth, fun loving. They want to see you improve. They want to see you succeed. And the other students, you meet some of the most unbelievable people. It's so interesting seeing how everyone has a different motivation, but they all come together here to for their love of the Ukrainian language. I've met university professors who in the past had taught the aggressor's language, and they said, no, like, we're drawing the line here. I'm going to start teaching Ukrainian, which I think is really admirable. There was a man from America who came here to work as a combat medic, and he decided he just needed to at least be able to communicate basically with people.
Yeah.
So unbelievable people. It's an unbelievable area. I can't recommend the program enough for someone that really wants to take the next step in learning Ukrainian. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. I mean, your smile really says it all. You could just, your joy exudes. And when you are there on campus, it's such a joyful place. Despite the fact that we've now entered into the 5th year of the full-scale invasion. So it just shows the power of perseverance, resilience, and wanting to continue to grow. And we've been giving this presentation for several years, and UCU is just going from strength to strength to strength, expanding, learning from past years how to improve, getting feedback from our participants, and you can really hear that in the program today. So I just also want to mention, in addition to the other programs that you heard about today, UCU in the last few years has really expanded its UCU Online program, which offers a variety of courses, short-term, long-term courses. And we will have links to all of these various, there's the link I see online now, or there's an email for UCU Online. I can't even speak. I mean, there are hundreds of courses that are available. Some are in Ukrainian, some are in English. There are guest lecturers who come speak. One of the participants in the ESS program is now teaching a course at the university. So there are lots of pathways and lots of ways, again, to volunteer or become further engaged with the university. And so now I'd just like to open it up to any Q&A. We will allow for, not allow, but you're welcome to raise your hand and ask a question. And we do want to certainly address the safety issue. Maybe Halu, you can speak to that. And again, here are the emails that you can find. I think we're also going to put them in the chat, if I'm not mistaken, for you. And we look forward to welcoming you onto the UCU campus, whether this summer or at a later time, and really appreciate that you've taken the time to be with us here today. So maybe, Halu, we can at least start with the first question of safety.
If I may.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorry to butt in, but I meant to mention the safety question when I was speaking just now.
Oh, please go ahead, Alex.
That's fine. When I came here, I did not know what to, in 2024, of course, I did not know what to expect. There were people in the States who were calling me crazy for wanting to come over here, and you don't know what's going on with the power situation and with the drones and the rockets, of course. But with the UCU program, I felt like I was in very good hands. So every building on campus here has a shelter in the basement, and immediately every staff member, you definitely feel like your safety is the top priority. There are air sirens out on the street that go off if anything takes off from the ground in Russia, and the teachers will immediately put a halt on class and take you all down to the shelter. Unfortunately, I remember one time the siren went off while we were taking a test, and she made us continue the test down in the shelter. So thumbs down for that one. But other than that, the UCU campus is very safe. Everyone, all the students, all the staff are super aware, and they understand the vulnerable situation you're putting yourself in, and they are there to support you and make sure that you stay safe and healthy.
Thank you so much, Alex. I will also add, for those who are volunteering, you are going here voluntarily. This is your choice. So one does have to evaluate your own sense of risk and what, make sure that you take that into account for yourself. So
I just, if I may, hi, this is Aneta Huko, and I did just return a couple of weeks ago from my latest trip to Ukraine, and I would echo Alex's words that the place I feel the safest when I'm in Ukraine is UCU, the UCU campus. It is, all the announcements are piped in through all the buildings. The bomb shelters really are, it's the underground tunnels that connect the buildings. It's heated, I was there in the dead of winter. It's heated. They have backup generators. There is lighting. There is hot water and showers. I stay on campus. So UCU, not only does it have the shelters, but also has all the infrastructure, backup infrastructure to continue operating regardless of the blackout, whether it's the rolling and planned blackouts or any unplanned blackouts. And then any of the other facilities where people stay, a lot of the hotels are not allowed to operate unless they have a shelter that they can provide for their guests. So I do feel that you would be in safe hands. But as Ina says, it really, really is a personal choice. Archbishop Boris, who was the sort of the founding rector of the school, he's been to Ukraine at least 15 or more times since the beginning of the full-scale invasion. So there are people who are coming and going quite readily. But it's a personal choice. But UCU is probably one of the safest places you could be.
Thank you, Aneta. Thank you so much. I see there's a hand raised, and Aneta Petrushevska. Somebody, yes, you're now unmuted. Anna?
Hi, can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I am a huge supporter of my country. I am a citizen of Ukraine. I was originally born in Crimea. Yes, my main language is Russian. I do understand somewhat Ukrainian. I would love to learn more of Ukrainian and completely change from Russian to Ukrainian language. My question is, do you make during the day or the weekends? My mother, my adopted mother, actually taught English last year. Do you take day trips in Lviv? or like weekend trips.
You mean as part of the Ukrainian, the SOL program, the Ukrainian language program?
Correct. Yes, I apologize. Correct. Yes.
There are, it depends. Sometimes there are like excursions into the city after dinner that they'll tell you about beforehand, free of charge, and they take you on a tour of the city or a tour of some museum in the city. And then other times you'll get some information maybe a week in advance and say, hey, there's an opportunity for some people to travel for a day or two to some other destination outside of the city.
Yeah, because as Alex said, yes, we are offering cultural activities after the lessons we are having in the morning. Yes, so afternoon is cultural activities in the city, and yes, we are also offering one-day trips. Yes, outside of the city. So, yeah, you may join that as well. We'll be glad to.
My other question is, how do you test the language? I say sorry, the language. What level the Ukrainian language? Because I do like speak Russian, but I do understand a lot of Ukrainian. Just I still want to transition to fully Ukrainian. I do speak a little bit Ukrainian, but it kind of transitions to Russian.
Я можу. Alex, yeah,
Okay,
please.
so I think I can say immediately off the bat, you would be placed in the highest level course. That's the one that's just fully in Ukrainian. And don't worry, like you would be comfortable there, you would understand it all. And there were a lot of people in that level, in the highest level, were in a similar situation where they were trying to make the switch over to Ukrainian, and it is difficult because you have to like force yourself to use the new language, but you're not the only one. There are a lot of people who are worried about this exact same issue right now.
Like 2 years ago, Alex was in a group, yes, with a student who was trying to learn Ukrainian as a foreign, knowing the Russian language. So that's okay. And the only thing I want to mention also that you have to, first of all, to fill in the placement test. We know your level, see your, see the things you want to improve, and then put you in the right group according to your level. So all students are divided into groups according to the level of Ukrainian.
One last question, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you take the placement test when you get to Lviv, or do you take it like online?
Yeah.
It's the first step of the program. There's like a big orientation where you get a t-shirt and you say hi to everyone, and then that's like getting placed is the first step of the everything.
Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'll just add, and I learned this just a few months ago, that this department is also working with call centers in Ukraine who are very interested in making sure that those who are working in the call centers have a command of Ukrainian language, because many people are more Russian speaking, and they're very eager to really hone their Ukrainian skills. So it's just a very nice offering that in the country, that this program is also helping to train employees who are working here within Ukraine to brush up on their, or learn or brush up on Ukrainian, so that now they're answering those calls in Ukrainian, which is really lovely to see. So, any other questions?
Yeah, I would like to answer the question. I would like to pick up the question regarding planning purposes and guidance to how to get to UKU. Friends, as soon as we have the list of our participants, we close our registration form on April 1st. We inform everybody, those who were accepted and those who will be accepted maybe next year. We definitely, before school, we have 2 online meetings. Where we talk and discuss issues like this. We create our WhatsApp chat where our participants can text to each other help, and quite often they get together, they share all the information, especially the returning teachers can give you some recommendations, which border is better to take, which countries they are traveling through. Some people choose Krakow, some Warsaw, some Vienna, for example. So we solve such issues, on the go. During our online meeting, and quite often our teachers get together in some country and cross the border together. So it won't be the problem. Thank you.
And I also shared the link where you can find lots of answers to your questions about how to come, how to get to Ukraine, you know, how to, what means of transport you're supposed to take. So please visit it, okay? Welcome Ukraine today. So this is over there in our chat. Thank you.
Are there any other questions at this time? Okay, well, I thank you so much. Thank you everybody for participating. It has been recorded. So those who did register will get information when you'll receive this recording in a follow-up email. Again, I see there are some questions, but again, if you do have any questions, specific ones, once you receive the email and you have the links in the chat, please do reach out to us. And we're so grateful. Thank you, and thank you to our entire UKU team for sharing this wonderful information, and wishing you all a really, really wonderful day. Back to you, Emma.